And welcome to Uncorked-N-Conversation. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Clink, 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 clink,
Clink,
clink,
clink,
clink.
clink. Red Solo cup.
You know you don't do that with wine, girl.
You do know that my name was on the calendar. The whole world celebrates
Oh my
me.
God.
Ladies, we're back now that we've got Rita with us. Rita, tell me what you are drinking. Inquiring minds want to know.
Hey.
And not out
The
of
one
a
and
bottle.
only Chardonnay, California.
Chardonnay, California.
Yeah,
Out of a
California.
glass. Not
Chardonnay
out
is
of...
back, boo. Chardonnay is back. But actually, this time, I'm not doing my one hope this time.
You cheat.
I didn't put a bottle in the refrigerator, so I grabbed something that was already in there. So I got
I got barefoot too. Barefoot sangria. Yay. Yep. And we're happy to see you back out of a
I
glass.
love Chardonnay. You can't go wrong with Chardonnay. It gets me right.
Yes, you can. You can go wrong with it.
Yeah, because behind the scenes you were drinking out the bottle. Y'all saw the behind the scenes? She was drinking out the bottle. A disgrace. Just this.
Hey,
About as, look,
drinking
it's a
from the
disgrace.
head.
About as bad as Linda drinking out of a red cup.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with drinking it from the head, okay?
See, April got you on that one. April was like, "Are you drinking out of a cup?"
This isn't about me.
Oh my God, y'all giving me a headache.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're gonna move on to Sunday since I was so rudely interrupted earlier. We're gonna move on to what happened on Sunday. Yes, I'm sticking with this one right here because this is the name that I grew up on right here.
Y'all not even that no more. Y'all not even that.
I know it's just this now, but I'm sticking with this right here. This is what I know.
That stands out well, bit.
Even though they're really not my team, but
because that other name sounds like something else, but I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the Washington football team. I like that name.
You know, yeah.
That's so generic.
But it fits though because I like it.
Anyhow,
you like what?
What if they called your team the Cleveland football team that used to be in Baltimore? What if they called you that?
Cleveland,
oh my! Yeah, they used to be in Baltimore. You damn right. And they got up overnight and left.
Hell yeah, and I'm still pissed off about that. How they sneak up the whole team, right? The whole team, and left in the middle of the night
overnight without telling nobody.
That was crazy. That was crazy. We love Baltimore. We're not gonna talk about Baltimore. Now go ahead on talk about these folks.
I like Baltimore. I like Baltimore. Baltimore's good.
I like the city. I don't give a damn about the football team.
They're a good team though. But let's go ahead and talk about these ragtag.
Hey! Whoa! Listen, they're not my team either. However,
the team
that's my team too.
Okay, you're right.
Not a ragtag.
Yep.
Ragtag Redskins or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. They have been for several years, but they trying to do something this year.
So what they do, girl?
What they do so special this year?
Well, they got a Hail Mary this last Sunday.
I know that's right.
Chicago thought it was in the bag. They talking trash and everything. Talking trash, man. Talking trash. And then just a little one.
Y'all go into overtime, or was it right at the end of the game? What was it?
It was at the end of the game. It wasn't overtime.
Wow.
Yeah, girl.
Through. When we gonna come through, we gonna come through.
That was funny.
And for what I heard, my brother told me because he's on dead skin team too. And he said that the quarterback who are they playing?
Jaden Daniels.
Who?
Daniels.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
That's the quarterback.
He was like really feeling himself like before the game. He was like this and that.
Oh, he was talking a lot of trash. Yeah.
Yes, he was. And he was just like, just full of himself and just being mean-spirited about it because he got that ego. He's very arrogant and things like that. Just dissing the commanders.
And then he refused to talk to the media after the fact.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
He didn't want to talk to him after that.
I wouldn't either, because it's your fault.
After you done made a fool, because you know they're gonna be talking trash to you in that doggone locker room.
You know all the memes and everything. Oh my gosh.
He over there. He was talking mad trash to the people in the stands and everything. He didn't even know the ball was in play, that they had started the play or nothing. He's over there still talking trash. See, that's why you shouldn't be doing that.
He was taunting them.
He talking trash while the play is happening.
Yes, the quarterback was doing this, trying to find a way to, to throw it. He down at the end, he down there talking to the fans, talking trash to them and everything. And then he finally turned around. He saw that they were moving on the field. So then when he saw they were moving the field, the quarterback had finally threw the ball. So then he runs over to where the ball was going, and he got into that massive stuff and put his hand up and said, "Pip," and hit it right into the
effed up the church's money.
Yes,
he was supposed to shoot the ball down. But he put the ball up like it's some type of basketball.
Yep, messed up the church's money. You said it right. That's it.
Yeah, he sure did.
It was
like an interpretive move.
Yes.
Like throw.
Yeah.
He's like, he turns around and then he goes to catch the ball and it go boop.
Yep.
And then it landed to his hand.
That sounds like a TikTok. You should do a TikTok.
That's
April.
perfect. That's good, April. I like that. That
like
was
it's
good.
interpretive dance.
Right. Exactly.
That was the play of the season.
It was.
Yep. I bet you he won't do that no more this season.
That was the play of the season.
He won't do that no more this season.
Well, that's the way to humble somebody, for real.
Amen.
I'm so proud to be wearing my Commanders colors. Oh, we love. And they just hating. They hating. They hating.
I was like, you got Commanders colors on your head.
Oh, I got Commander colors in my head. Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm just saying.
I
No
sure
shade.
do.
No
My
shade.
hair is a copper color.
Yeah, that's shade, child. That is shade for real. Go ahead.
So I got my copper color. So
I'm glad Sarita's a good sport. I'm glad she loves me. So Washington. So speaking of Washington.
Yeah, let's speak on it.
We got some big things coming up for Washington this week. In the next week.
We're going to go to the game.
Speaking of Commanders, we're not talking about the game, not that game.
We're talking about the commander.
We're talking about the game, the commander-in-chief. That job.
That job.
That is up for grabs. Okay. Much like the Hail Mary. Okay. What I did right there.
Oh, I like that. All right.
I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my Anyway, so
okay, Miss Erica Badu.
all right. So let's talk about it. So some things have happened. This has been a very eventful campaign season, right, for this election. So April's going to kind of run us down with some of the highlights of the season.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to run through the highlights, and then we can talk about our predictions later. But this is going to be real quick, and we can go through it but just set it off. You know that Donald Trump already has convictions against him from the previous year.
36, 38, 34, something like that. Over 30.
It's over 30, right? 34, I believe. Sexual harassment charges. But in January of this year, I guess he violated that, and he had ordered to pay $83 million to Jean Carroll because he violated that. So that was the beginning of the year. February 2nd, a judge in Washington, D.C. Delays Trump interferes election trial indefinitely. So he would not be charged for January 6th insurrection. So he would not be charged in that because the judge said that. Okay, so that was We thought that was some BS, but we were like, oh, okay. We know where this is going. So I am going to skip to June because what happened between January and June, there was a lot of people who was fighting for the Republican presidency that has dropped out. So it don't matter. We don't care anymore. So who are they? Who cares? But so June 27th, Biden and Trump hold their first campaign debate. Remember that? What did I think about that?
And that's when he
so well did it for Biden, right?
Yeah.
It was a little, it was hurtful.
Well.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch.
It was hard to watch, mainly, and so a lot of people after that suggested that Biden should sit this one out. You know, he should not run any further. June 1st, the Supreme Court delivers a 6-3 decision, Trump versus the United States, that he can receive immunity for the things or the acts that he has done in the presidency. That's huge. So that means that the president can do anything or whatever he wants as though he is a dictator of our country.
And I don't believe that our laws were written like that by accident. I think that was orchestrated for a time, for these types of times. I just believe that. I mean, look at how our country has done things. I just believe that.
I believe that too. July 10th, representatives called for Biden to withdraw from the race was big news. 3 days later after that, July 13th, Trump was shot in the ear.
Right.
Allegedly.
Assassination attempt.
This girl said allegedly. I'm hollering.
A bystander was killed.
That was nasty work. That was a horrible thing. It was.
2 others were injured. So, yeah, some people believe that was just a setup.
But a piece of the teleprompter got cracked and hit him in the ear. That's the story.
So you think it ricocheted and grazed his ear?
That was one of the stories I read.
And we still have not received any medical records.
And you won't. So you might as well stop right there because you're not.
Okay.
You show up all that.
You ain't gonna get no blood. You ain't gonna get no DNA. You're not gonna get no ancestry. You're not gonna get no taxes.
Ancestry.
Nope.
Oh, that's true. All right, so that was July 13th. July 15th was the Republican National Convention, and that's where they officially nominates Trump as the Republican candidate for presidency. And then also he announced J.D. Vance as his vice president candidate.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
What do y'all think about J.D. Vance? Okay, that's what I thought.
The Asian man that they have playing him on SNL, I think he's hilarious. That's what I think.
Really?
J.D. Vance. Yeah, he's hilarious.
July 17th, Nancy Pelosi actually put pressure on Biden at this point to really, really step down and withdraw from the race because she believed that we cannot win the Democratic president without him stepping aside. So, so Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer also jumped on board as well. And they actually delayed the nomination of the DNC, the Democratic National Committee. They did not deny, I won't say that, but they did delay it for announcing him as the official candidacy because of those reasons. So that's huge. So that's a lot of pressure on him. But on July 21st, he did announce. Remember, he sent the tweet. He sent the tweet that he was not going to move forward with the candidates, that he was going to withdraw from candidacy of presidency. So At the same moment, that means Vice President Kamala Harris has been alluded to be. So they did not name her, but she was now the forerunner for the presidency for the Democratic side of things.
Right.
But August 5th, she was actually certifiably named the Democratic national candidate for presidency. So that became official on August 5th. And she announced Governor Tim Walz as vice president, as her running mate.
The man who named a highway after Prince. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
He did what?
He named a highway after Prince. Prince,
right? Because he is the governor of Minnesota. He is the governor.
He named a highway after my baby daddy.
So that was a big turnaround. That month was a big turnaround, July. We thought I was gun ho. I was going to vote for Biden. I don't know about you guys, only because I did not feel that the other candidate on the Republican side represents my ideals and what I believe, the way that I believe the country should be ran for all people, not just a certain people.
And for people who try to question that when we say that, right? For the people who are like, so you believe in blah, 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 blah. You heard what I said. Like,
he said, you heard what I said.
You heard what I said. Now,
yeah, you heard what I said because you're replying to what I just said.
He don't represent me.
Exactly. That's it. So, so what happens after that? Because that's huge. Everybody was excited to know that Kamala Harris is now going to run for many, many different reasons, right? You could say whatever that reason is for you, that is huge. Whether she's another Black person that's running, whether it's a woman that's running, or the combination of the two, or she's also Indian. So you have another minority there as well.
Or even if it's the fact that you don't want the other candidate, like there's many reasons. Exactly.
It could be whatever reasons for you.
Right.
She's running, she's your candidate. So that's huge news. But on August 26th, Trump decided to take pictures at the Arlington National Cemetery.
Girl.
You cannot take any political pictures there. Because it's supposed to be one of those situations. It doesn't matter who is the president.
It's hallowed ground. Like
exactly.
That was nasty work there. That was. He didn't care. He didn't care at all.
He didn't.
And like poor form. No, just belligerent and rude and raggedy and ratchet.
Yes.
That behavior completely.
And he got into one of his aides got into a very intense argument with the person who worked there, who was just doing her job. Said, hey, you cannot do that here. You just cannot. And so that was August 26th.
Nope.
September 10th was the first debate between Trump and Kamala. What y'all think about that? Did y'all see that?
Yes. Well, no, I didn't see I saw clips. I didn't see the debate.
Oh, okay.
I watched the whole thing. It was wonderful. It was liberating.
From the jump.
Yes, honey.
From the first handshake, she handled him.
Yeah, from what I understood, she handled him. From what I understood, she won that debate.
Absolutely.
Again, that was a high for the Democrats, right? So whenever, in my opinion, whenever there's a high for the Democrats, something happens. On September 15th, a shooting took place at Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach, Florida. So that's the second attempt on his life.
And by his own people also.
Well, by a Republican. All the instances that has happened has been from a Republican-like situation person. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, included the ballot boxes.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that. October 1st, vice presidential debate happened between Vance and Walz, right?
Now, from what I understood, Vance won that.
Really?
But I didn't watch it.
I heard it was even. It was pretty much.
That
Because
nobody
they're
won.
presidents. It don't matter anyway.
In my book, Vance wins nothing. Not even the dirt off the bottom of my shoe.
That's right.
I heard it.
I didn't see it. I just, just looking at the scoring, if you will, on social media. That's what it seemed. But even is probably more accurate. Who knows? I don't know.
It was a little bit even.
Okay.
It was to me. It was uneventful.
That's a good word. Okay. SNL even made a joke out of it because they kind of replayed it with the guys that are playing Waltz and Vance on their show, and they became like really good friends during the debate on the SNL sketch.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody was like, "Why are y'all friends? Why are y'all hugging?"
Yeah, that's how it was. And then October 27th, Trump organizes a rally. This is just a few days ago in Madison Square Garden, where a comedian made very, very racist jokes about Puerto Rico, Blacks, and immigrants and what have you.
And it wasn't, and it was not just the comedian. It was everybody that spoke before him.
And I'm gonna tell you, the celebrity, the Latinos or Latinx, however you call it, celebrities are going off on social media. They are going off right now. They are up, and I don't blame them, as well as all members of the Latinx community. Come on,
are we up to date now, April?
Yes, that's the time.
Let's go on in on this. Let's go on in on this. And as they should be, and this is another prime example of, I tell anybody, I don't care if you're Republican, be Democrat, be whatever you want. But the sheer disrespect that he has put on that party against people. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, open up your common sense. The sheer disrespect he has put on that party. There is many Republicans that are not speaking out and saying anything because they're embarrassed of what he has done to that party. They are embarrassed of what he's done. He does not answer one freaking question from nobody. I am so sick and tired of these dumbass people that don't open up their minds and in the common sense, and they always want to put her down, and they want to have her to a higher standard of a job that she has no power to do as the president. She's the vice president. She's to break ties and to go to funerals. Okay?
Shake hands.
Look up what the job is. You walk around all day long with a computer in your hand. Look up what the job is. Look what it does. Look at her policies. Look at the things that she talks about instead of, I just heard. It makes no sense. They have people all over TikTok, these young men that are even going to colleges, asking, who are you going to vote for? And they're talking about who they're going to vote for, and they can't even explain why. They're asking people at these rallies that can't even explain. They said the people at the rallies they're talking to sound just as dumb as Trump. I'm going to say it, dumb, because he cannot clearly answer. How can you not answer a question?
I think if we could unseal those medical records, we would find the answer.
We already know, but people want to be blind to this.
He's not fit.
No, he's not fit.
Sounds like he's not. And I don't think he was fit back, what was it?
He wasn't. He wasn't. Look how he handled COVID. He could have stopped COVID. He could have stopped it.
At the
but
board.
No, he decided to take the playbook and throw it somewhere because Obama left it. I don't want nothing that he left for me. And this is not real. Just put some bleach in your body and you'll be all right.
And a couple of people passed away. They died from listening to him and drunk the bleach.
We had almost a million people die. This is just United States. So the mishandling of COVID alone, for me, I don't want to go through that again. I already know he's not fit to run. And Obama gave him an economy, right, that he himself fixed despite a Republican Congress. right? He fixed it. Say the company is doing well. Here you go. And he messed it up.
He blew it up just like his doggone companies.
He didn't know what to do.
No, he blew it up like his company because he think you could run this country like he runs his companies. And you can't just go bankrupt. You're talking about the United States.
I believe he was bankrupt 13 times or something
But we can't file chapter 13 or chapter 11.
No.
But we can't be a convicted felon and run for president. Why can't we file chapter 11?
Well, you know what? You might be right now, baby. Because if this jackass gets in there, then hey, he may make that, possible. With all his buddies and whatever. But see, I think that's the other thing that people are forgetting about as well, is that while you're sitting up here worried about this carrot head, you forgetting about the senators, the governors, and all those people that we need to get in the House and the Senate.
He more like a orange with blonde hair.
You know what? Yeah, because he ain't even orange no more. I don't even know what it is.
Stop. LMAO and carrot head. Okay, go ahead.
Aioli sauce. Is that what it is?
To me, I feel like you can talk to you blue in your face. They have already made their mind up who they want to vote for. They want Trump, which happens to be a felon who supposed to be a businessman, but he's really not.
Not a good one.
Born into money, and he pretty much squandered everything. I mean, because he was just giving money. His dad gave him money. But anyway, they want him to be a president so that he can overthrow the government, or
they don't even know what that
like
means.
The stimulus check is going to be coming again or something.
And the problem, Sarita, they don't even know what that means to overthrow a country. They have no idea. The ones
they
that
have no idea. That's
idea
what he's trying to do. He's trying to be a dictator, and he's also trying to stop from other presidents to become presidents. He want to be a president like forever.
That ain't gonna happen.
I mean, he ain't really got that long. He passed the fourth quarter.
But my point is this, though. I'm just trying to understand what are these people thinking? What do they want change? I mean, because obviously
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
As the president.
It's the man. It's not Trump. Trump is leading the pathway to what's going to come behind him. It's the man behind him. If he sets it up where this is a dictatorship, an authoritative country, when one man runs the country as though it is the kingdom, like he's the king, and he passes on, whoever reigns next is the one we need to be worried about. Because they have already grooming this person to be that.
But I'm convinced that it can't happen because we're forgetting that the president is not the end all be all. Anything that he wants to happen, he has to have the Senate and the House. And as I said earlier, that's what we should be concentrating on. Those senators and the people that we're putting in the House. Because they actually run the friggin' country, not the president.
No, but if you have the president who now appoints the Supreme Courts, they can interpret the laws differently.
Yeah, because he really don't have a say.
They can interpret the Constitution differently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They are, and then they are inside with let's say a Republican Congress. Let's say they have the House and they have this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine a Republican president, a Republican Congress, and a Republican?
It won't happen. It won't happen. Here's a very unpopular opinion. I don't believe and when I say the Republicans, I don't mean the Republicans who are people we know. I mean the Republican powers that be don't want him to be president. I don't believe that. I believe they find him dangerous. I believe they find him to be a liability. The Democrats and Republicans only survive. The government only survives if they keep this two-party system with the power that it has. That's the only way to keep it alive. So the powers that be.
But democracy, but let's say we do away with democracy.
Well, I don't think they're going to do away with democracy. They're going to do the best they can. Yeah, because you have to understand, although we see it as two different sides, there aren't two different sides. They're together.
That's a good, I see what you're saying.
That's a good interpretation.
I see what you're saying.
But
I don't believe they want him. I do believe that they want us on edge and fearful. So that's why we're hearing, oh, this is happening in the battleground states. They want to keep us on edge. But ultimately, the powers that be don't want him in power for the very reasons you stated. And so my prediction is, I do believe Kamala will win. It may not be by a lot, but my prediction is that she will win. And I believe that she will win because I believe those powers that work together are going to make that happen. That's my belief.
And I can see why you would say that, because a lot of Republicans and a lot of them are conservative have endorsed Kamala. And especially people who have worked with him the last 4 years, especially in the military, they're saying this man is not fit. I am going to vote. And it's like I said last time, the Republicans need to take this as a loss. Take these 4 years to regroup. Get somebody else in there who you feel that who can represent the Republican Party.
I think that's their strategy. I think you nailed it, honestly. If it were my business, that's what I'd do.
But this is also what I heard. I said one of the reasons why they want Trump in the office is because in 2016, prior to that, when he ran, the Republican Party was dying. They needed a jolt. They needed someone to rev up the Republican Party, and that's what Trump represents, and that's what he's doing. But now he's so off kilter, and it could be like you said, that they don't want him anymore. Okay.
Yeah, he's really become a liability. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see that. But I still think they're grooming somebody else.
Sure. Probably Ron DeSantis.
No, I don't think it's him. It's somebody else. It's going to be somebody.
What state is he from?
Florida. It's somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. It's someone we ain't.
The nod. I thought he was going to get the nod for this election, and then when he didn't, I was like, oh,
he won't.
It may not be him. Maybe somebody else.
I think it's somebody else. The same way we ain't never heard this Vance dude before. Who the hell is he?
Nothing.
It's something about his face. It just.
You got that right.
Disturbs me.
All right.
Predictions.
All right. Well, my prediction, of course, is Miss Harris.
Why?
Harrison Walls for me.
Why do you want her? Name one thing why you want her to win.
Because she thinks about well, I'm gonna give you two. She answers questions.
And people lie about that.
Whether it happens or not, because I have my doubts about all politicians. Whether it happens or not, she talks about the people, and I feel from her she's talking about us, because this country is built on us. Middle class, lower middle class, poor, all of us down here that's struggling. It's built on us. They rich because we poor people buying the Nikes. We buying the Air Jordans. We buying
shopping at Amazon.
We're shopping from Amazon, and we're buying all the celebrities' music and clothes and makeup and all that kind of stuff. That's us doing that. They selling it. We buying it. You know what I'm saying? But she talks about, when's the last time someone talked about a $6,000 credit for your babies? And for small business loans, giving out money for first-time home buyers, putting out millions of houses so people can get a house. So that's my reason.
Okay.
That's what would get the country moving faster.
My question you to Sarita, who do you predict to win?
I have Harris Wops.
And
That's
why,
why I'm a pick. I know it's gonna be a close call. It's gonna be close, but Harris gonna win.
why you think why you want her to win?
I do not like Trump.
Okay.
Okay, that's a reason.
That's
Hey,
good.
I don't like Trump. He's unfit to be a president. Who's gonna be a president? You know? Hell yeah, he's unfit to be a president. So no, anybody but him. I really don't care if she's a woman, man,
yeah, I don't care either. Yeah.
a donkey, ass. It don't matter. It's anybody but him.
Yep, a donkey would be more respectful to us than he is.
Well, the donkey is the mascot for Democrats. So there you go. That makes sense. All right.
Hey,
Who do you predict? I know you said it before, but you didn't. Why?
Yeah, I predict Kamala. Again, my why is because I just believe that the powers that be don't want him in office. I believe the powers that be believe he would be dangerous in office. He's already been dangerous when he lost the last election and tried to blame the government on losing the election. And I'm with Rita. I just don't believe he's fit. Period. And it scares me to think, to even speculate about having him in power. So yeah, I do believe it will be a win for Kamala. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be close, but I think they want us to see it being close because I don't know how close it's actually going to be, but we're going to see it as a close race because that's what the powers that be want us to see.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Because even looking at the polls now, it's very close. It's very close. Yeah. So my prediction is that Kamala wins. I do not want to be on another 4-year of a roller coaster because I had high anxiety when Trump was in office. And that's not good for my mental health.
Amen.
It's not good for our mental health. And I don't want him in office because it's troubling mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's just not a good thing for me. And I don't think he doesn't care about anything but himself. I don't believe he really loves America. I believe he loves himself more.
Yes.
So I do not believe he is fit. And I agree with every one of you, what you stated about him. She does state exactly what she's going to do. She's going to help people who wants to be a first-time homeowners, be a homeowner. She want to make sure there is homes for people that can be built so people can buy, and not these corporations, these hedge funds corporation buying up all these homes so us people cannot afford them anymore. There needs to be a cap on that, and the education, to save our education. He wants to get rid of Department of Education. Why? So he wants us to be dumb and stupid and just be following him blindly like sheep?
He wants us to drink the Kool-Aid, baby.
Not to mention Project 2025.
Yeah. So he says he doesn't know what Project 2025 is, but you got people on your committee, your staff who works for you, the 40 people that worked for him in the previous administration drew up the Project 2025.
He also said he didn't hear the comedian. He didn't know anything about the comedian or the people that were speaking before him, which is, I don't care if you knew about them or not. They came to your rally. Your people brought them there. So you are just as responsible as your camp, because it's your camp. Don't tell me you didn't vet those people. Maybe you didn't do it personally, but you knew those people. And every one of the men that got up there said nasty, vile things about her and the Democrats and people.
Right, because they're all about division. And that's another thing that I like about Kamala. She is about uniting everyone. And she says, even though you are Republican, even though you voted for the other guy, I still welcome you.
Because the president is supposed to represent everybody.
Not just a small number. So I predict that she will win. I hope. And America, don't hurt me the way that you hurt me when Hillary, because that hurt me to my core when she did not win.
Oh, Hillary didn't win.
I'm sorry.
I blame women. It's more of us than it is the men. I blame women if we don't win. If she doesn't win this one, I blame women.
I blame YT women because they were submissive to their YT men because guess what? They want to protect their privilege. But honey, you can't protect your privilege and to say that you want to be independent at the same time.
Well, guess what? When you go to vote, he can't stand up there with you when you're casting your vote.
Oh yeah.
He sure cannot.
So he can't see who you're voting for.
So yeah, women, we need to stand together, protect our rights and our education. We need to protect our global world as far as climate change. We need to.
Yep. He don't even care about that.
It's not true.
The climate change.
Isn't that the position? They say it's not.
He don't care about anything. All
Yes, he
cares
does.
about trying to be in power.
He cares that Kamala is off at a dance party with Beyonce.
Beyonce. So why are you worried about what she doing? You just mad that you're not at a party with Beyonce.
Exactly.
Since you want to grab women by the pee.
Which you know I'm not totally against. That's my least argument about him. I'm not totally against that, bruh. But it's other stuff.
I want him to do it. Not his
I wanted him to do it. I just might want it to be grabbed.
Girl, you'll be rich right now if you would let him do it. But did y'all hear that 50 Cent said that they called him up? The Republican Party called him up. They wanted him to be at the convention. I mean, not the convention, the rally that they had at Madison Square Garden, and they offered to pay him too. He declined. He said he's scared of politics.
I like 50. I like that he is not a sellout. He is really not.
Yeah, but he irritates me sometimes.
Yeah, he got a nasty attitude, but I have to respect that he is employing Black actors. He's an excellent businessman, and he's not a sellout. I like that about him. Like I can take him or leave him with his attitudes, but I do like, those are the things I do like about him. It took me a while to get there. I was like, why you don't like 50? But I had to give him, a little respect for the things that are good.
Yeah. And I like that Kamala is not a bully. I'm not a fan of bullies or name calling. I don't like that. I don't like that type of
right. Or using the country's military to fight the enemy within.
Right.
Yeah.
And those are his words.
Yes.
So anybody that don't agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, because he won. Remember, there was the peaceful rally in DC, Black Lives Matter, and he wanted the military to be called up on there. So that's just a snippet of what could come. So if he has immunity and he has the powers behind him,
and to give clemency to the people that have already been convicted, that bothers me as well. They shouldn't have clemency. They shouldn't be let out. They did a horrible thing, and people were killed.
People patriots. What?
That's a problem. So there's some bigger things at stake, And
then he said nobody was killed. He did. He said nobody was killed. Nobody was hurt.
Ashley Babbitt.
He don't even know. He gets his resources from somebody else. They're giving him
where were you?
Ashley Babbitt or Bobbitt, whatever her name is. She was one of the stormers. She died. She's one of his. What does he mean?
All the police officers who got hurt because they stormed. Did you not see the pictures?
That's terrible. I'm like, bro, you tried to kill Congress.
Hey. Don't fact check him.
That's okay.
I thought you said you weren't fact checking.
Fans said at the debate with
Wall. I thought you weren't fact checking. Yeah, I know.
People talking, and the commentators, the news commentators, because they own their stuff. They know their stuff. And fact checker, he was like, I didn't think you that's what this is a debate.
Like, bro, tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Who cares?
And that's what Trump actually said. The reason why he didn't do a lot of those interviews and another debate was because of the fact checking.
Dumbass.
They only had one debate. That's it.
Because you don't want people to really know that you're lying because we ain't got common sense to figure that out.
Because they
I'm sorry. No, it's for the ones who don't have common sense to figure it out. You don't want somebody to tell that you're lying. Is that the way it go? Oh.
It's a mess.
It's ridiculous. Someone told me the reason why they don't want to vote for Kamala is because of the military, right? Because this person was in the military.
Okay.
They believe that if Kamala becomes president, all these countries all of a sudden is just going to want to come over here and just fight America. Like we're just going to lose. Like we just gonna, Trump will keep Putin away. Trump will keep all these countries away that wants to come against us. I said, we are the freaking United States of America.
We're the superpower.
I don't care.
Nobody's coming to fight us.
Who is in charge?
We always get everybody else's business. Ain't nobody coming to fight us. Stop it.
And once again, you have a computer in your hand all the time, and the internet. Oh, but I forgot the internet lies. But anyway, the internet, you can do your history research on the internet. Once again, look up people's job titles. Just like when you go apply for a job, this is what you got to do. You can look up the job title of the president and the vice president. So you'll know who really is in charge. It's not the president by themselves. Okay.
The more you know.
Elon Musk. What do you guys think about Elon Musk paying me?
Oh my God!
I do my best.
Do we have to talk? My head hurt.
I don't like to say his name around my phone because I don't like stuff popping up on my phone like that.
Yeah, let me turn mine off.
Oh my God!
Let me turn mine on silent.
That fool. Okay, we got to give him a nickname, so we won't say his name.
The Antichrist, because that's what he is.
He looked like the felony. Oh my God, I thought that was the only way they said that.
He could be.
I think he is.
He do look like Antichrist in that movie Left Behind.
He does in Left Behind. Yes.
Ooh, y'all went all the way there. I forgot all about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I remember Left Behind. Did y'all read the books, the series, the 12 books?
I started and I couldn't finish.
I read all 12.
It was too much for me.
It's heavy.
I watch all of them.
Yeah, it's heavy. I
read all
he
of them.
Does look like him. I honestly didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh.
What's his name? Nikolai.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nikolai. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the new name, man.
Nikolai. That's it. Nikolai.
Yeah.
He look like one of them people from Children of the Corn too.
He do. Another reason why I don't trust him. Another reason. He's not American, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
Yeah, he's South Africa. South African.
Get our business. Get out of our business.
Oh yeah, where his papers?
Thank you. Are you real American?
Where's papers?
Now he want to talk about Obama, but you clearly got somebody up there on the stage jumping around, acting like a buffoon on your stage that is not even from here, and you don't want to ask this man for his papers.
What his papers?
But his skin color is the same as his, so I guess that's okay.
He got the complexion for the connection.
Connection for the. You just said complexion for the connection. Is that what you said?
Complexion for the connection.
Well, that works too. Complex. I thought you said complexion border connection.
Oh no.
Oh dang. Oh.
Complexion for the connection.
All right then.
A border connection. Okay.
Border connection. All right.
That too.
Okay.
Wow. He is weird looking. Very.
Anyway.
So let us know once you watch this. Well, actually, the election will be over once they see, right? Yeah, because we're going to post this after election day. So we'll do a snippet, and we'll ask you who you predict will win. So we'll be doing this. We'll be taking a poll. I'll do a poll I'll actually make a social media poll and we'll figure that
Do
out.
a poll because if Kamala wins, then
When
I
she
would
does.
break the shard. If the other thing wins, I'm gonna be depressed and I'm drinking this port, Taylor port,
Oh my gosh, she gonna drink Taylor port. Oh Lord,
which is like the bottom feeder.
we in trouble.
I'm gonna be depressed. I need some depressed wine.
She gonna do
I ain't
Taylor
drinking no
port.
depressed
We
wine.
in
I'm gonna drink
trouble.
me a good cab no matter what.
We in trouble, y'all.
The cab is too much for that food, Chav.
I'm still gonna drink it because I'm gonna need to cry into it.
Come on, y'all. Come on, bring the spirits in. Come on. We got this.
We got this.
Well, we thank y'all for tuning in with us. We do want to hear what y'all think. And clocks go back on November 3rd. Don't forget to turn your clock back. And remember not to set the country back 20 years on November 5th.
I hope it don't go back to 1865.
I don't even want to go back to 1965.
Okay. I don't even want to go back to 1999.
We definitely don't want to go
before 1965
because Black women didn't even have the right to vote.
Right.
That's
That's
yeah.
That's not that long ago.
1965, April.
Yep, and that's something not that long
before
ago.
I was born. Right.
We had the right to vote in 19. We didn't start vote. What?
Black women did not have.
We voted in 1965.
You wasn't even here. How would you know?
Voted.
Yeah, that was too.
I wasn't here, but my Black folks was here.
and they told you they voted.
What do you mean women did not have a right to vote in 1965?
God, look it up, girl. Look it up.
We had the right to vote in 1921. Black women earned the right to vote in 1965.
Look it up.
Black women did not have allowed to vote until 1965.
Until 1965. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, 1965.
No, that's not true. They was voting.
Look it
up. How you wasn't here? Look it up, girl.
Yeah, my computer Palm Pilot.
There you go.
It says, what do you want to know? You said, when did Black people start?
When was Black women
allowed to vote?
What year was Black women allowed to vote?
Oh.
1920.
It's saying 1920, but it did not actually happen.
I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me see something. Did Black women get the right to vote in 19? Not all women gained the vote in 1920s.
No, so many of us remain disenfranchised. So hold on, let me get through this. Okay. Oh my God, we really weren't. We were left out of the whole. Oh my God.
Yeah. Did not include us.
What you looking at, Linda?
It did not include us.
I'm looking at the women's suffrage movement.
Yes.
And we continue to organize because even though women's suffrage gave women the right to vote in 1920, that didn't include Black women.
Right.
Exactly.
It didn't, but they needed us to push it because they need by numbers.
It's interesting, though, that they don't get straight to the point in any of these articles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they want to keep us ignorant. That is, it makes me so mad.
I'm telling you, it's recent years.
No, here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Act of 1965.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dang.
I was like, that's something I do remember.
My mother was 18 before 1965.
Exactly. That's exactly what I told my daughter today.
Okay.
Our mothers was born not being able to vote. They probably could not vote until they was like 21 years old.
You're right. 1965 for Black women starting voting then. They didn't vote until then. 200 years later.
Dang.
200 years later. That just made me
Dang.
emotional. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had no idea.
Wow.
All they teach us
Yeah.
about is women's suffrage in 1919, 1920.
There was two phases. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who, girl? I don't know.
It's a
Y'all,
lot
that,
of bullshit that we have been withheld from.
that made me emotional right there. Like, I got tears in my eyes. I'm trying to get past it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean,
No, but we needed to, excuse me, we needed to know.
I bet you a lot of people did not know that.
and then you got to think about it. It wasn't until like the 70s that women couldn't have a bank account. They couldn't buy a house without a man. They couldn't have birth control.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It was like birth control was only afforded to women who were married. They had to have a
Right.
man to sign up on that shit.
Yep. We got to do a whole episode, y'all. We got to do a whole episode on women. We got to do it. We got to do it.
So after Kamala wins, we're gonna be like, hey, we come this far.
Yeah.
We've been here and now we're here.
And we're gonna put a little bit of the snippet of Drake's song. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That took me somewhere. Oh my God. Oh my God. That
It is.
I mean,
you think about it, because during between 1920 to 1960s, that's 40 years, and a lot of the Black women were married and they were homemakers and they didn't have a job. The men, the husbands,
we were mammies. We had jobs. We were mammies. That's what I read in this article.
Check this out.
Uh-huh.
In 1965, at the time of passage of the Voting Rights Act, there were 6 African American members of the U.S. House of Senate Representatives and no Black people in the U.S. Senate. By 1971, there was 13 members of the House, 1 Black member of the Senate.
This is why our parents, grandparents, our ancestors push us to vote. And I do take it lightly sometimes, and I don't push people. I feel people will vote if they want to vote, but I insist on voting because I feel like it's my voice.
Yeah.
But this is why they push so hard, because they lived through a time when we've never had experienced the time when we couldn't vote, y'all. I don't even know what that's like.
We don't know. Right. And even before, I would say, I didn't really start getting into politics, or at least having a hint of politics, until maybe Clinton, right after Reagan and Clinton.
Yeah.
That's when I started really paying attention to politics, but not as in depth as we are now. But my thing was this: I will always vote since I was age 18. Even if I didn't understand it, it's because I knew that people before me went through so much to
get us there.
Right. Did y'all see that video on TikTok when a woman had a poll tax t-shirt? It was a woman from Alabama, either Alabama or Louisiana, and she's the older lady. She's like in her 70s or something, but she had got one of her printed poll tax, because they had to pay Black people had to pay poll tax.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
She had
yeah.
one of her receipt slip, and it was printed on her shirt in big. There was the reason why she wanted to have most people to vote, because she put a poll tax. This is the reason why I'm voting.
Okay.
They have to pay poll tax to vote.
Something?
And it was 1957. Now, all these things that they put on Black people, we have to jump through hoops just to get our voice across, to get our point across, to be a citizen of this United States, this America. So what pissed me off really, when you see somebody next to you that is also Black or a person of color and they choose not to vote. That right there makes me lose respect of a person. I'm like, do you ever think that your ancestors have fight to deal with a lot of animosity, trying to do what they want to do to get their point across, to try to change this world? You mean tell me you don't want to vote because you don't like President Democrat, or you don't like Republican. So I understand that you don't like neither one of the two, but why can't you vote for a person that's less so evil?
No candidate is everything that you want.
No.
You're not gonna find that.
Exactly.
No.
Kamala
I don't.
is
Yeah.
everything that we want. But like you said, she is the better of the two, in my opinion.
I don't like the two-party system, period. I don't.
No,
Honestly, system either. But to Rita's point, there were times that we weren't even allowed.
we
And
didn't have a
closer
voice.
than I realized.
We didn't have a voice, or we didn't even sit at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Didn't sit at the counter.
Because if we get more and more people like them, we won't have a voice.
Right.
Thank you for listening to Uncorked-N-Conversation. This podcast is co-hosted by Linda White, April N. Brown, Paulette Irvy, and Sarita Boston. It is produced and edited by April N. Brown. The music is by Ben Sound.